So the purpose of Hopecam is to connect children with their friends at school while they're undergoing cancer treatment. When my son Matt was 9 years old, he was diagnosed with leukemia, and at the toughest time of his life, when he needed to be with his friends the most, he was stuck at home going through treatment. And as a dad, I wanted to do something that would help him feel less lonely. So I was able to convince the school system to put a web camera in his classroom and one in our home. And when those two cameras clicked on and my son could see his friends at school, it meant so much to him to know that he hadn't been forgotten. And when he finally went back to school in the fall, every one of those kids in his class knew what he went through because they saw it in real time. And so I wanted to help other kids have that same feeling. So I started a charity, and we called it Hopecam. And we wanted to send a clear message to these kids and to their families that they should never have to go through it alone. The biggest obstacle in starting Hopecam was cutting through the red tape at the school, because schools are very slow to adopt new technology. And back in 2002, there was no Skype, there was no FaceTime, or any of those technologies existed. But after 6 weeks, we finally were able to figure out how to do it, how to create the connection, and that was the breakthrough. So it's the most fulfilling part of starting a nonprofit, and I can say that the most fulfilling part is just to hear the stories of the kids whose lives we've changed and how much it meant to them to have this connection. Some kids use it just as a social connection. Other kids actually participate in the class and are allowed to interact with the other students using the Logitech cameras and units that are placed in the classroom that allow them to speak and can be heard clearly. What is it that makes this so valuable? And that is that when these children go back to school, they feel welcomed. And what we did, in a nutshell, was demystify cancer for those children in the class. We taught them empathy, and we taught them how they could proactively support a friend in need by being there for them, being on the other end of the camera, and making sure and remind them that that empty chair in the class is their chair and they want them back. And even though they're at home going through treatment, they're still part of their community.